All right, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Starseeds Healing. This is a new channel and it's going to help Starseeds on the journey. We have some young people that requested, knowing me, to do Starseed information. And the other thing is that when I asked my guides, um, I got messages on the star seeds and um, a yes to assist in helping them. So um, tune in weekly and get your star seed message and more, because there's more to the star seed than we know, as in the empath and how they are drawn to um, individuals that are empty. And this is not a controversy, but what we have is really what their higher self desires. And so they may not know it, and we cannot be heroes for them. But what we can be is leading, guiding lights, meaning that we don't really lose our energy by pouring everything into them to maybe say convince them, but we allow them to learn on the journey and keep our composure through our light and our work, um, as you know, light workers or star seeds. But the most important thing is getting even the younger generations, like the indigos and the rainbow kids, if you know these different colors, to understand that they don't have to compromise. What they want to look at is the power within them to bring about the change that they were sent here to do. Also, that um, a lot of them get caught up in different type of codependent relationships and situations, and this will help to break that. So, moving on from there, thanks for watching. We have Isis bringing forth the card of cartouche, and it says divine names of power. And so, what the star seed is going to do with this card is um, really go within and look at how to formulate positive conversations. That means if you have experienced negative conversations with others, or you have that dialogue, then they are urging us to change our conversation and begin to speak divinity information, speak divine language. It's not like, oh my God, if I, say the wrong thing. No, it's practicing, because the practice is going to bring forth uh, manifestations of positive things. And so this is still what we're doing, even if we come here with, the empathic gifts of feeling, or we're indigo children and, we see on different levels, and that kind of thing, to bring the energies and the work into divine order means that our whole mind, body, and spirit begins to merge together, and there's no separation. So, divine language, such as I fear nothing because the universe is supporting me, or I am unblocking areas of my life that have not produced fruit. Because a lot of times people will say, well, I have nothing, or they'll say what their outer experience is in a negative way, not realizing that their outer experience is actually asking them to speak what they want, because everything comes from the universe. All right, so that is Cartouche, Divine Names of Power. And under Cartouche, um, the Starseed card, this is a beautiful card. Um, it is, I'm sorry, and it is saying, and you see the two people there, defenselessness, right, writing past wrongs and uprooting. So here we have identification with a legacy of maybe situations that didn't work, and it's time for us to change our thinking, because that's the only way that things will change, and there will be a repentance or regret or remorse for an uproot of those things and new to come, right? And so with that being said, righting past wrongs, and this can be for others outside, it may not be you, you may have forgiven, but it could be someone that you've dealt with or family members. And it says uprooting because we got to take that out, which was painful if we, caused it, or if others, we have to uproot it and begin to plant again, because this planting was not good. And I like the idea that it's two people here that are working together, because what most people don't recognize is that there is a divine masculine and a divine feminine within an individual, and wholeness comes through the divinity of masculine and feminine. And that means that even while we have been on a journey, in ideas of separation, that idea of separation took root, and that's what the universe and whoever we worship, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, however you see it, if you're open to one love, is asking us to forgive and to begin the journey over as a whole individual. I like this card because it also shows us that we're not just women and men. We are also a man and a woman, divided and brought into the earth as a man and a woman. And our journey back to self is wholeness, which is the immersing of unity of that divine masculine energy and feminine. All right. So here we have Archangel Muriel, and trust your own wisdom. Have faith in your psychic impressions. And that is one that is hard. So I have, a group that, we work together. I believe that leading people in their impressions of prophetic gifting or psychic abilities is necessary, because they will never get off the ground listening to others. Most people will call on someone and tell them something about a dream that they had, or synchronicities, and that person, even if they're leaders in respectfully the religious organizations, they may have turned you away from your gifting. And back in time, people were saying that this was witchcraft, but this is a gift from the divine. Everything is a gift from divine. It is how we use any kind of tool or instrument that separates good and evil. And that's where we begin to learn, So you have the ability within you to learn to trust yourself. So practice trusting yourself. And how do you do that? I am trustworthy. Are you trustworthy? If you're not, begin changing your life, transforming it so that you can see that you believe in yourself and you trust yourself, okay? Because the Archangel Muriel is there. And that was under your words, speaking your words. You can believe in the words that you speak and the impressions that you get, because the impressions will bring a word of truth or understanding for yourself and others to begin to change their life, and manifestations happen. So here is talisman of potency, charging sacred objects of power. So anything that is sacred to you, Mother Isis is asking you to charge it so that it can be, empowered. And that could be yourself. You could be someone that knows that you're sacred, and you need to sit down and rest and recharge or regenerate. However, if you have stones or anything like that that you work with, then recharge them. The moon is coming up. I think the 13th. I think it's a full moon in Taurus. However, um, recharge you, because you're the most potent talisman that there could be. But most people will turn to things because they're on a journey of learning that we are the power that we hold. This just touching it gives us faith, and yes, it has the energy to heal, but also this healing is in us because we're made of earth, water, wind, and fire. Earth, that comes from the earth. So the big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired. So here, as you recharge, it's going to help you. That recharging is going to help you to come back to your vision, something maybe that you lost, you left, or something you haven't even identified with that you keep seeing. This is saying to rethink it, come back to it. And the Pleiades energy is giving you, the inspiration for that idea. It could be a business or, something like that. And it could be training for you as an empath or indigo child, looking at your gifts and not diverting from them because others don't believe in it. And so this is recharging, rethinking, because what you have is an individual, unique um, uh, uh, thing within you, or presence within you. Archangel Premeniglia, be conscientious, cooperate with others for the highest good. And that means that, as you are recharging, just flow, just flow. It doesn't matter if they're right or wrong. Someone says something to hurt you, get in the place where you do feel, here, defenseless, because defenselessness means that you no longer feel that you have to fight for yourself. You believe that the universe is doing it for you. And so you have the archangels that are asking you to be conscientious of your choices, what you say, and what you do, all in this here reading for you and I, and our soul development, star seeds, healing. Here is Mother Isis again, and she's saying initiation, spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. So a lot of us are being tested. A lot of us in the last 2 or 3 years, and maybe 10, believe that something left us, but something had to leave us, such as here, the uprooting, so that the new, the divine, could actually come in. In Christianity, it's been spoken of that the old things have passed away and the new come, but this is truly a demonstration. And I believe that, many of us did not believe that it would work out the way that we see, but we know not the things of God. But here it's asking us, because if you trust in God, then that means that you'll lean not to your own understanding. So the initiation is also telling you that there's been a testing time and period. Is it over? Only we know. And so that means within our time of meditation with the divine. All right. And so here, 7 stars sisters, birthing creation, uh, tapestry of life expression. So even when you thought that the appearance of nothingness had been going on in your life, because I go back to the creation of words with cartouche, and also defenselessness and uprooting. Um, major um, understanding. If something is uprooted, that means that it's going to be left empty, and we pour in what we want. The vision, as the talisman says, recharge and then rethink and look at your ideas, the big picture, that you have important ideas to bring healing for humanity, right? And then your angels are there again. But birthing comes out of uprooting, because you got to plant again. Birthing, creation, tapestry of life expression, because the initiation is all about that. And that's what life is about. We're in a school of learning, and we go from one grade to another. So that makes it easier to think, I believe. Archangel Aurora, welcome, see, new beginnings, birthing creations, now new beginnings, uprooting the old. It's all right here that we're in new beginnings, my dear star seeds. We are in, the position of healing if we begin to take counsel and walk with what we're given. And, I want to just say to all the star seeds out there that have been working over the decades that have been tired, that this card speaks a volume. Um, I know that there's a lot of individuals that were really on the wall fighting and standing with their light, but here's the light coming back because it's telling you that even though you felt like you had uprooted and you apologized, you brought yourself into a divine place. You may have wavered at times. Here is your seeds coming back. How do we know? Because now you're thinking on the big picture. You see, the big picture is coming back. It looked like it was never going to work, but here is Seven Sisters saying that you went through the initiation, and here is the birthing of creation. So, what are you thinking about? Remember that because you're birthing something. Did you write it down? Welcome, new beginnings. Let the sun shine in your life. Let it, let there be light because it's up to us to let things be. Let go of old and accept new. It's up to us. And so that's what we have today for Starseed Healing. You guys, let me know what you think about the channel. Of course, I am following guidance and starting this off. I believe that there are indigo children out there, empaths that need this, even those that are coming in. And this can help with those that have gone astray and gotten, connected to codependent situations. We'll talk about the codependent situations with Starseeds later. So have a wonderful day and be blessed and accept that you're birthing as you accept that your uproot in the darkness and the hollowedness was for times such as this. Blessings. Bye-bye.